Ladies and gentlemen, we now officially have Tropical Storm Elsa with maximum wind speeds of 35 knots and a minimum central pressure of 1,006 millibars. And the GFS continues to show this storm as a threat to Cuba and Florida. And so if the GFS is correct, and remember, nobody knows at this point how strong the storm is going to be or where it is going to go, but if the GFS is correct for the last two models, this would be making it across the western end of Cuba and maintaining hurricane strength as it heads into Crystal River, Florida. And then it would skate up the coast. And we would have about 6 days to prepare for this. But definitely, people in Cuba and in the Gulf of Mexico need to be paying attention and praying that the course changes and somehow magically it shifts out to sea, or that it gets torn to shreds by the very tall mountainous terrain of Cuba. The active sun continues to activate. Dr. Tamitha Skov, active regions are once again common on our sun. Not only do we have 3 sunspot clusters, but a new growth is emerging in the south. Region 2837 grows in size as well. Big flare M-class risk rises to 15%, mainly due to region 2835. So the solar radiation storm risk is rising this week also. So you got this region, this region, this region, and this region possibly growing. And we had an interplanetary shockwave that hit Earth's magnetic field on June 30th, sparking midsummer auroras over Canada and some other northern tier U.S. states. And it might have been the first of 2 or 3 minor coronal mass ejections that left the sun in late June. And we are now in July. Happy July, everybody. Congratulations on surviving. And as I predicted, the next 3-4 days are going to be pretty weird, so buckle up. Also, like I said, we have an increasing chance of flares. When the week began, sunspot AR2835 was big. Now it's really big. The active region has nearly doubled in size over the past 24 hours. Now twice as wide as Earth, its primary dark core is insert in its magnetic map from NASA's Solar Dynamics. So the action is getting more actiony as we prepare for a wild start to July, would be my guess. And I got a wild story for you. Last night, I was having one beer on the porch with my friend H, and out of nowhere, like a gravity punch, hit me in the face, knocked me off my chair, and left me with a shiner. And it seemed to be a reminder from the universe that I definitely could improve my risk communication and control my emotions to do a better job, because these are strange days indeed. Sometimes my impatience and my frustration causes me to say stupid shit, so I apologize for that. And I apologize for any time I had a bad attitude. Yo, with all the gas giants on the same side of the sun and solar activity ramping up, Dr. Angela Doherty is letting us know we've had a short phreomagnetic eruption at Tall Volcano in Indonesia. The alert level is raised from 2, increasing unrest, to 3, magmatic unrest. Communities nearby are encouraged to be vigilant and stay out of danger zones. And I highly recommend that for everybody in the weekend. Stay out of danger zones and avoid conflict. The Tall Volcano is in Indonesia, and the geology, or is it geography, or is it just shape and location of this volcano, I always find extremely interesting, because it's like a volcano in an island. But like, here, let me show you. There's like a lake around the volcano, which I always find fascinating. And to add to the suspense, as if I didn't need more stress, I got over 2.5 days left in my monthly THORnews fundraiser. This is for July. Every month I do a fundraiser to keep THORnews up and running. If you would like to contribute, I got a snail mail, a PayPal, a Venmo, a CashApp, a Patron, and only $1,444 left to raise. Things are so crazy I'm taking everything day by day, minute by minute, moment by moment, and being super grateful for all the goodness I have in my life. And I'm hoping we can make it through this rough patch. By rough patch, I mean 2021. We got a lot more rain moving through the southwest, south, and then the northeast, with the dark green being the heavier bands. The worst part of the end of June 2021 heat wave is over, and tragically, over 400 Canadians have lost their lives due to intense heat. But it is still hot in these regions, and I imagine dangerous, and wildfires have just been off the chart. As you can see here, we have multiple areas that have flash flood warnings, as monsoon season combined with rainy season is causing some problems. And then you get some Arizona fog. Dakota Smith bringing us some jaw-dropping, incredible imagery of some of the wildfires in Canada. And it's just mind-blowing, and it makes me extra appreciate the fact that civilization is still standing. And the wild weather is pushing around the globe, as Adrian Lesar lets us know a record-breaking 24-hour rain event in Uckermark, Germany, in places more than 200 millimeters, that's over 8 inches, of rain fell within 24 hours. A larger part of it within less than 12 hours. The images on some of these wildfires is really incredible, beautiful, and super scary, as these fires are incredibly dangerous. The place that saw the highest record for Canadian temperature 2 days ago caught on fire, and hopefully they evacuated everyone. But we have definitely had a dangerous week. A storm blew through yesterday, with parts of Nevada getting 87-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and then Maryland, Nevada, New York, and Maine getting wind gusts in the 60s. It's never too early to start praying that this thing will go out to sea, or that it will somehow get torn up by dry air, westerlies, wind shear, or the mountain terrain. Matthew Capucci models continuing to look sketchy for soon-to-be Elsa. The system is organizing, and while not named yet, well, this was 5 hours ago, it's named now, still looks like mainly a heavy rainmaker for the Lesser Antilles, perhaps Hispaniola, Cuba, and maybe the southeast lower 48. And so models are like they've got it pretty much nailed to here, but where it goes after that, models are disagreeing on. The Euro isn't even picking it up at all. Some models are suggesting it could strengthen to Category 1 or Category 2. Right now, that's all speculative on where it will go and what strength it will be. But if it does last, it has it slipping under Cuba. And we definitely don't want to thread the needle. But we've still got about 6 days to go, so I would pray for the best and definitely prepare for the worst, especially if you're in Florida or part of the Gulf of Mexico. And some models have shown it strengthening as it pretty much makes landfall enduring and then scraping up the East Coast. Yeah, it kind of sort of has that look to it. And it's just weird that the main development region is getting this active this early. Usually it's mid to late July before we start getting hurricane activity off of Africa. In this time frame, usually it comes out of the CAG area down here. And I gotta say, yeah, anytime the universe punches me in the face, it's humbling. And you gotta take a step back, be like, how can I calm down? How can I be cooler? And how can I do things better? We are definitely going through dangerous times, and I highly recommend peace, love, and teamwork, because it does seem like it is going to get wilder. This is the town of Lytton, where they had the record-setting temperature. As you can see, unfortunately, a lot of the area is on fire. The Sarychev Peak volcano at the Kuril Islands, the volcanic alert level raised to yellow. Ash emissions were identified in a satellite image today. This is the future now, and we are all in this together. All right, so I will do my best to keep you guys posted, as the next 6 days are going to be very important as we figure out where Elsa might go. And like I said, The 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd are probably going to be pretty weird days with a lot of heavy Mars, Uranus energy floating around, and Saturn. And so try to maintain your cool where you can. And happy Canada Day, y'all. Hopefully we will all have better days ahead, but I definitely think we're in for a wild and hot summer filled with fires. I'll do what I can to stay cool and keep you guys posted. And if you'd like to contribute, I would greatly appreciate it. As I said, I got a snail mail, a PayPal, a Venmo, a CashApp, a Patron. Only $1,444 left to raise, with over 2.5 days left to go. But super duper 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 thank you to Astro Fight Club, Gregory, Wizard of Oz, Charlotte, Arnica, Matthew, Robert, Carolyn, Loretta. You guys are awesome, and most of my life I felt like the luckiest guy on earth, and I am proud to be your planetary defense commander, and I will strive to get better every day. But this is, we live in the most interesting times for sure. And I do apologize for all the times I had a trash mouth or got shit wrong. And I do hope y'all forgive me. God bless everyone. Stay cool, and I'll talk to y'all soon.